Hi, my name's Andrew Laing. I'm a sales director here at Vistra, and I'm going to go over our OverseasConnect platform today. This is what you see when you first log into OverseasConnect. This is the dashboard view. I'm going to point your direction up to a couple of the navigational tools here. You can go up to the right here, drop down into any specific country that you need to, and this is kind of across the whole site. Up here, you can get into your user profile, the employee self-service portal, and log out. And then up here on the top left in this waffle button here, you can get to all the apps that are connected to OverseasConnect. These may be different depending on your engagement with Vistra, but an easy way to navigate through everything offered. So clicking onto the main dashboard here, this will give you an overview of the payroll that you have with the specific countries that you have with Vistra. You can see on the map here where those payrolls are represented, or you can drop down in the menu here and click into specific ones. There isn't any payroll data yet for 2025 for this demo site, so just be aware that gross pay, net pay, etc. would show up here. But you can see active employees and then the payroll ratings for the last number of payrolls. Click back into global overview here. As I scroll down here, you can see there's the global updates section. So this is pulled from our website. This is things that might be of interest to our clients, things that may impact their business, and just as an API pulled from our website updates. On the right here, this calendar. This is for payroll and compliance. This will give you the any tasks that are due on a specific day. Gives you a really easy way of telling what's coming up, what's going to be due, what may be overdue. Moving down here to the middle, you can see Vistra Managed Compliance Services and Vistra Managed Advisory Services. When you sign up with Vistra, you'll get a compliance team and an advisory team member. Their job is to upload on the compliance side a compliance calendar that fits the registration you have in country, and then keeps you updated on the compliance requirements there. So you can see overdue, what requires your attention, what's been completed, and what's upcoming. The advisory services piece, we have an HR and tax advisory team that helps with things like employment contracts and supplementary benefits on the HR side, and then things like transfer pricing and intercompany service agreements on the tax side. All the information for those projects would live here. Moving down a little bit, there's Vistra Insights. These are a little bit more in-depth articles than the global alerts up above. This is things like changes in employment law, changes in tax law that are coming out that our team has written more in-depth articles on. Moving down, you can see cash balances. This is just to kind of keep you updated on the cash that Vistra is holding in our trust account services on your behalf. That's to make things like payroll, AP payments, corporate income tax payments, etc. Below here, there's the quick links. This can be customized for anything you want, anything your team needs quick access to. And then there's a currency converter just to make that a little simpler for you. On the left-hand side here, you'll see there's documents, key contacts, my office locations, and settings. I'll click into these really quick just to give you an overview, but the documents is meant to house all the documents. So this is things like accounting records, payroll registers, pay slips, any project or any documents related to compliance or advisory projects. That all lives here. You can filter that by document type, by time period, by country, etc. Moving into key contacts, this is where your Vistra team contacts would live. Obviously, this being a demo site, we don't have anyone assigned right now. But this gives you an idea of who your service people are, your account manager, your compliance team, etc. if you need to go to those quickly. And then I won't click into my office locations or settings. Office locations has information about your registrations and countries that you have with Vistra. And then settings, I'll click into a little bit later. So for now, I'm going to go back up to the waffle button here, take a look at the apps. I'm going to jump into the payroll dashboard. This will give you a nice view, kind of a little more in-depth than that payroll overview on the main dashboard. But this gives you an idea of where your payrolls are in the process. You can see where payrolls are live, where they may be going through onboarding, where you've had previous payrolls with Vistra. Again, you can drop down in this quick selection here to go to specific countries. But if I scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to see all the payrolls that are currently running and at what stage they are: submission, approval, funding, or complete. Basically, the process is we'll take I'm going to click into this Germany payroll. We'll take the payroll information that's submitted by our clients, run the gross to net calculation. That gets approved. And then we ask for the funding request. So that's going to cover the payroll, the benefits, social security contributions, etc. And then we make all those payments out on our client's behalf. You can see up here on the top, this is specifically for Germany. But again, if I wanted to click into another one, I could click into different countries here or even different periods. But I'll stay in this one for now. You can see the steps up here. That'll have an audit trail as well. So when it gets submitted, you'll see who submitted it, what date, etc. Keeps us honest while we're running payroll for our clients. Moving down here, this is the actual payroll data. You'll see that a lot of the information here gets pre-populated from the onboarding process, from employee ID to annual salary, hire date, any allowance information. But there are fields here for variable compensation, so things like commission or bonus that you can hard key in or key in every month in order for us to include those in payroll. And this is not strictly limited to certain categories. We can hard key in any category you need, so very customizable for the payroll process. Going down here to payroll notes, we do have a PTO tracking module. That's more for the global payroll, so higher headcount payrolls. But you can leave notes in here for things like maternity leave or PTO or communicating anything to our team that they need in order to run the payroll. Down here in payroll documents, much like that other documents tab was kind of the whole repository, this is just specific documents for this payroll. And again, you can click in the top right here to change to any country or period you need to. General documents here. This is kind of other documents that may relate to the payroll as well. Employment contracts. This is also, accounting records, things like that. If you need quick access to those in the payroll module. Going to integration info, we do have a live integration with Workday. We're working on other systems as well, but we're always interested in making more connections. So any system with an API, we can take a look at integrating that. And then payroll calendar, like I said, there's no data in here right now for 2025, but this is a good way to see when the dates are, and these are all agreed during the onboarding process. So submission, approval, when the funding is due, and then when payments go out to employees. I'm going to switch now and show you the reporting function. So the reporting application here is pretty robust. There's a fair amount of pre-configured reports. So you can see headcounts, there's payroll analysis. I'm actually going to drop into a different period here. I can go say, show me these and generate these reports for the last 6 months. So now you can see the payroll cost, gross pay, net pay is in there. As well as coming down here, you can see total annual salary, turnover rate, etc. So these are kind of reports that are set up initially for our clients, but they can be customized here. And you can bring in pretty much any reports you want to see into this dashboard here. If you're looking to run other reports, go here to additional reports, and you can see there's many reports that are pre-configured by our team that are helpful for our clients, both in payroll and then HR if you needed to run a census, or if you just need a bulk data report, you can get that from the global tab here. I'm going to click into the compliance dashboard really quick. There's no data in here, but I do just want to show off what this is, because this is a pretty important tool for a lot of our clients. So I just wanted to show the global compliance dashboard here. Obviously, global compliance is very complex, somewhere that our clients don't want to make any missteps. So this tool is really meant to keep them on the front foot of any compliance requirements that are upcoming for them. Down here in this main box here, once the compliance team takes the calendar for the registration that you have in country, they'll map all the compliance requirements out to the dates and when they're due to the relevant authorities. And then when you click into those here, you can see who's responsible for it on the Vistra side, who's responsible for it on the client side, and then why this pertains to that particular client. So certain corporate filings may not apply to one client, but apply to another. This is really a great source of information on why these compliance requirements are applicable and then when they're due. So easy place to check in on those things. Again, I wish there was some data in here, but just wanted to show off that piece of the tool. Before I jump into the employee self-service portion, I will jump to security administration. So we realize that data security is very paramount for our clients, as it is for us as well, dealing with a lot of sensitive data, HR records, financial records, payroll data. So we want to make sure that our system can be set up in a way that allows our clients to maintain that privacy. So you can see here, you can create different users. If someone joins the team and needs access to the system, you can create that. And then you can create specific roles as well. So coming over to the roles tab here, if I go to payroll user, for instance, say this is someone who you just want to be able to upload documents, but maybe not have access for accounting records, for instance. You can make sure that the access is set up pretty granularly to allow people just to see the information they need or just to upload the information they need and silo them from other parts of the platform that they may not need access to. So really, really important piece, and I think super helpful for our clients. I'm going to hop over now to the employee self-service portion. I know I'm kind of skipping around some different parts of the platform, but this is really just meant to be highlights. And then, yeah, there's a whole lot more. There's banking information, employee setup is easy, the data exchanger I mentioned. Really great parts of the site, but don't have time to go into those today. If you click here on the employee self-service portal, this is really meant for employees to log in and update a lot of their information if they need to. Demographic information, address. Click into the banking here so they can change their bank information if that changes. And then what's really nice is they're able to log in and pull down things like pay slips as well too. So we can put pay slips on here, their employment contract, just make things easier for them and lessen the back and forth that they have to do with the admins, both on the Vistra side and the client side. That's pretty much all I had to go over today. If you'd like a more full walkthrough of the platform, I'm more than happy to give one. Just get in touch, and thanks for your time.